Hello all, welcome to SourceCAD, and in this tutorial we are going to look at something very organic in shape, and it's jet engine. Yes, we are going to make it with the surfacing tools of AutoCAD. So let's start it. So I'll start with the spline tool and I'll make a shape something like this. I'm not using any dimensions, so I suggest you to go with the same procedure while drawing this. So here make a spline something like this, then take a arc, the 3-point arc, and click on the first point somewhere around this place, then the second point over here, and the third point here. Okay, done. Now let's go to home icon and move this spline towards Z axis. So select move, enter, select this point and take it towards Z direction and move it to a distance that you feel is okay for this drawing. There is no specific distance. Now join these two endpoints with a single line. Okay, so we are done with this. Go to network surface, click on this and press enter. Now click on this line and press enter again. Make sure to use this network tool as I've specified here. Now go to shaded view, and here is the fin of our turbine. So we have made a fin with the surface. Now we are going to make it into a solid object. So to convert it to a solid object, I'll thicken it. So go to the thicken tool, select the surface and enter a thickness of 0.1 unit. And here we have the thickness. Apply to this. Okay, so here it is. Now let's array it. For making an array, I'll go to the top view, okay, zoom it out and select the polar array tool from the ribbon. So go to polar array, select your fin, enter and click to a point at a certain distance from the fin like this, okay, and enter number of instances 21. So the number of items should be 21 or anything close to that, but 21 seems preferable here. Okay, now here we have the array and just turn this associative option off on the ribbon. It's not at all required, so turn it off and close the array. Now go to top view again. Now let's select the circle, approximate to the center, go to the center and make a circle approximately with the same dimensions which I am showing on the screen right now. Select the circle tool again, go to the center of the circle which you have already drawn and make a circle again, but this time with a very small radius. Here also I am using approximate radius. You don't need to be specific about that. Okay, now click on the home icon and here you can see that it's made correctly. Now select this and we need to move it. So go to move tool, select the circle and drag along Z axis and move it to a certain height. Okay, so this height seems good. Okay, now let's select the loft tool and here you will find how loft tool can be used intelligently. So select these two circles in the order and then click on this grip. Now here you will find an option for draft angle. Click on the draft angle and this grip will appear. So click on this grip and then click on this grip again and just manipulate it as I'm manipulating it and make it something like this. Okay, this seems okay. Now click on this grip will appear and again manipulate it to give it a perfect shape which we desire. So this shape seems okay and we are done. Let's manipulate it a little. Okay, now press enter again and here we have our solid geometry. So here you have learned how manipulation can be used with the loft tool. So this is important. Make sure you use it intelligently to convert the shape into this organic shape. Now let's go to the parallel view. Right click on the view cube and go to parallel, select your circle and click on the center. So click on the center and make a circle. So I'll make a circle which is at least bigger than the fins. Then click on the same center again. Okay, select the center. Okay, and make a circle again. This time I'll make a smaller circle, something like this. Okay, go to circle tool again, click the same center. Okay, here it snaps to center, so select the center and make a circle which is smaller than the circle which we have previously drawn, but make sure it doesn't touches any of the fins. Okay, go to circle tool again, and here we will make the last circle required. So for that I'll go to the center. Yes, snap the center and make a circle which is smaller than this one. Just smaller or larger, you can just make a circle. Now go to home icon, and now parallel view, right click and go to parallel. Okay, now I'll select move tool and select this circle. Yeah, this one is good. Select this, click on the center and move it a little bit downward, just a little downwards. Go to move tool again, and this time select this circle, click on the center and move it downwards. Click on the center, move it downwards to a certain distance. Okay, click on that move tool again, select the circle. You can move both the circles at once also. It all depends on you how you just apply it. Now go to surface tool and select loft and click on these two circles in the order, and then the third circle. Make sure you follow the same order which I am following here, and now go to draft angle. Now click on this grip and again manipulate it as I manipulated it earlier. So go to draft and manipulate it. Again click on this grip, and you can manipulate it as well, but it's not at all required. You can leave it here also. Okay, here we have the outer geometry. Now click on loft tool again and click on this circle. Orbit it a little and click on this internal circle and press enter. And here we have internal surface. So here's the engine. The organic shape of engine is complete, and now you can render it. I have used KeyShot for the rendering. The drawing which you find on the YouTube is rendered with KeyShot. You can use any of the softwares for that. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.